Hi, Jennifer.
Who are you?
I'm Dave. And I don't know if that really says who I am,
Yeah,
but they call me Dave. And yeah, that is a loaded question.
yeah. So why don't you start by telling us how long you've lived outside?
Decades? I got decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of off and on. I do sometimes, go by in a boat with an address. I try not to,
So where are you staying right now? Roughly.
roughly.
Yeah, roughly.
It's a mix. Got some trees, some vacant buildings, garages, things like that. When the weather gets real nasty, yeah.
And
I've
I'm
been
currently rentless.
very, very fortunate to meet some very wonderful people. And you know what? I assume that's because I'm a wonderful people. Because otherwise, yeah, it don't work like that. God don't work like that. He puts people together for a reason. Because we all have the same hearts. Hey, we've got different sizes and makes and shapes and colors, but the one thing we have in common is a good heart. And that's what makes Dave. Because I'd be nothing without you guys. You guys make me. And I mean that.
Tell us about your friends. Who are your friends?
Huh. You know, they're the people in my neighborhood. I meet them at the bottle depot, I meet them in alleys, I meet them at the liquor store, I meet them outside in the parks. And for some reason, I get to meet them again. And that's because whatever powers that be are, kind of directing us to be together,
Yeah.
like you guys. You guys have me overwhelmed, overpowered, and I'm loving it. You guys are so beautiful. Why? That's a loaded question again. Why are we friends?
Yeah.
Because we care for each other, we respect each other, we trust each other, and we do what we can for each other. And that's why we're friends. And I kind of did a reach out there to my sister I haven't talked to in like 10 years now. I want her to be my friend again. I do. So happy Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day. Because every day should be about our parents. That's where we came from. And they taught us how to live. That's another thing. Our parents taught us values, scruples, morals, honesty, truth, respect, caring. That's why we are friends. And we look like a bunch of idiots. Well, I know I do. I can't speak for everybody except that idiot. But yeah, we care for each other. And that all came from, I believe, parentage and life circumstances. Because you guys have pointed that out to us with all the videos and all the people I've seen that see you. Most of the days they walk around and their shoulders are drooped, their heads are down. Now they're walking stand, tall, tall, tall. Standing tall, and feel good about themselves. You guys gave us that. Jennifer and Ray, thank you. You guys gave us this, at least for me. And I like to share that because you guys shared that with me. How many times I wanted just to jump off a cliff? There's always something on the other side that touches the heart. And when the heart gets touched, wow, that's powerful. I got to thank you guys, Ray and Jennifer. Thank you. Right? I used to be very shy and timid and quiet. And now I'm coming out of a shell again. I used to hide from the world. I'm done hiding.
Why do you think you were hiding?
Is this another why question? Why am I hiding?
Yeah.
Because life gets easier if I'm just by myself. Right? It really is. Not always, but emotionally, it's easier not to connect with people because I don't want to disappoint people. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to lie to them. If I can help them, make them smile. Ooh, baby, I can walk taller. You guys are helping me walk taller. I mean that.
Have you been married before?
Nope. No. Hey, here's one, Jen. 2003, I left Vancouver Ellie's. I went back to Ontario, and I hooked up with this girl again. And she says, well, what do you got to offer, Dave? I said, nothing. I don't have a job. I don't have money. She goes, well, I don't want to be with you. Kara's mother, my daughter, her mother. And she still hates me. And that's okay. Kara loves me. So, who'd I used to be before? I'm way different now. You guys are bringing me out of a shell. And I think it's positive energy, I hope. I haven't seen her in 12 years. She still says, Daddy, I love you. It made an impression back then. It's time for me to make another impression now. Right? So how does it feel to be a dad? I wish I could just hold her and hug her and love her. That's not an option right now. But it will be. Oh, the forest fairy.
Yeah.
It's a little treasure map when she's with me for the weekends. And I've already gone around and planted all kinds of goodies and, toys and things that she would like. I got a little ribbon tied around a tree so I know where they are myself. And the map points to it. And she, just so, hey, look at that. There's the ribbon. That's from the flower fairy. And there's a treat there. And then the map continues and continues. And at the end of the night, Kara writes to the flower fairy, thank you, I love you. And when she's sleeping, I pull that out from her pillow and I respond to her. Here's another map for the next day. Because there was no holding that child back. If a child wants to go, you let them explore and learn and, be assertive in their own lives. And she would love that. There'd be another map for the next day. But the flower fairy only lasts until you're 7 years old, my sister said. And I says, this is my sister's idea. God bless you, Kathleen. It absolutely lit her life up. It got her outside, moving. There's no video games, sitting in front of a TV. No, we're out and moving. Yeah. Jumping into lakes, off of cliffs, and she can't even swim. But she landed right on me, and she crawled right back up the stones to do it again. God bless you. Flower fairies, I think, brought her courage, intellect, intuitive, and keep your eyes open because you never know what's going to happen in this world. Yeah. You have to pay attention to what's going to happen in this world because it's not always going to be good. But when it is good, share that and make it good. That's what you guys are doing with me. Making it good for others. Because that's exactly what you've done for me. And I really appreciate that. Jennifer and Ray, thank you. I really appreciate that. I am. I see I'm growing already. She would have been 7 the last time I saw her face to face. That's 12 years ago. I don't know if she's grown up yet. I know I haven't. And I hope she doesn't. That's one thing my parents did for me. They took care of a lot of messes I made. I never had to grow up. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I haven't. I get to hang out with new flower fairies. It wasn't until I had left. I called her a week later. And for a little child like that to understand what I was saying, I mean, she might be smarter than you, eh? And I know you're smart.
She's very smart.
She is.
She's very smart.
But I don't know if she understood at first, but she accepted it, that I'm not going to be around for a while. And now, 12 years later, she understands it. She understands it. And I wouldn't be able to take her with me. Going to nothing with nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't take a kid that way.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? Okay, my family, and they're not to always say they're bad, because they're not always bad. They're very opinionated, they're very stout, but they're very protective of themselves first, and then the rest of the family. So you know, they've managed her very well. And she knows just to keep the back up, watch out for when it might be coming at her, because that's what they do. My way or the highway. And right now, that's the best I could do. I know that. Moving away is to protect Kara. That's true.
Yeah, I hear that. And then that's when you came up to Calgary?
Yep. Yeah, I was on my way to Vancouver. But I was afraid if I go back to Vancouver, I'm very successful in the alleyways.
Yeah.
And I'd be hooked up on all kinds of drugs again.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to go there. There's a lot of stigmata and dogma about being homeless. Oh, so you're homeless? No. Because as soon as you say yes, you want something. You want something. Can I have? Can I have? Give me. I need. I want. Rentless. I don't want. Well, maybe I want, but I don't need. I ain't asking anybody for anything. Just leave me alone and don't take my blankets at night.
Yeah.
I mean that, Jennifer. Don't take my blankets. And you know that usually it's worked okay. And I'm right back to a spot where they already took my blankets. Plug for the Touch of India on 26th Ave and 37th Street.
They're amazing.
I can walk in there and eat anything, anytime. I can come over. Hi. I can come over there, but I take the garbage out 4 or 5 nights a week, and that was it. And they trust me, and that's very important, Jennifer.
Yeah.
People trusting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a pretty trustworthy kind of aura, I think. Yeah, well, you know, I don't walk like this.
Yeah.
I don't stand like that. No, I move. I do things. I'm productive, and I'm helpful.
It's the difference, and something I didn't realize until I started working with you, is that there was a difference between the downtown group and you guys that are in the suburbs. So there's the drug users and you guys that are drinking beer.
Yep.
There's a very different community between the both.
Yes.
So what's the difference? And why is there a difference?
Another why question. Why is there a difference?
Tell us about the difference then.
What the difference is? The difference is
It's a different community. It's different.
I'm not sitting downtown looking for drugs,
Yeah.
hanging out where people are clothing me, feeding me, and sleeping me. I have a responsibility to myself to move myself. Otherwise, I'll be down there doing that. I don't want this for me. And I know the powers that be don't want me to do this either. They prefer to have me be around more responsible, affluent, more I don't know, just a different crowd. I don't want that crowd.
It is a different crowd. And you guys were saying that you kick out the people that are using, you don't want them in your little circle.
True.
You kind of push them out to the edge of the neighborhood.
Nicely.
Yeah, nicely, with love.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because we're selfish.
I don't think so.
And we want that place for ourselves without the police coming
Yeah.
and the peace officers and the security.
Yeah.
We want this for ourselves because we enjoy it, and people, and you know, there's not many people who have a problem with us, don't enjoy it. I didn't want to say enjoy us,
Yeah.
but there's not a lot of people who have a problem with us. And if they do, it's usually their problem.
Yeah.
And we can, you know, ratify the situation just by moving away for 20 minutes and coming back when they're gone.
So I think a big question that people have is, why not stay in one of the shelters?
Have you ever stayed in a shelter? Don't. You come sleep under my tree with me.
Right? Like, why stay outside instead of staying in a shelter? I think that'd be a really important question, a really important thing to understand for people.
Right?
Possibly.
Why not stay in a shelter?
Yes. Yeah. Tell us.
Because You know what I've seen? Okay, I've broken both ankles, one twice, and I go to the drop-in center. And I stay there for a week or two. And all of the other clients, they call them, there's a shitload of drugs, pardon my language. There's some violence. There's a lot of thievery. There's a lot of people who think they're entitled to everything without doing anything in their life. And the staff kind of regulates around that. And they support that. So somebody will steal from me and I'll get up angry and yell, and I'm the one who's being asked to leave the building because of my anger. Well, how about the guy who's going around stealing when people are sleeping? That's not their issue. Their issue is that I get loud. I really respect the shelters. You just got to keep your back way on guard. And I can't afford all that energy to keep my back on guard with all these people. I'd rather be outside walking through a laneway.
Yeah.
You were asking, okay, about jail.
Yeah. When was that?
I was 19 because I got tried as an adult. I was at university at the time. I got hooked up in some nasty drugs. And I started doing nasty things with these people. And I left a fingerprint on a window I'd slid open. Okay, I've already paid time for this, so this is all good. It cost me my honors math degree. And the next year I went to a different university and studied economics. And while I was doing that, I got into some more nasty stuff.
So you've been in jail a few times?
Oh, more than this.
Okay.
Yeah, a few times.
Okay, so one when you were 19.
Yep.
And then you went to university.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I was at university the first time.
Okay.
Blew that out of the water. Don't do speed is what it was, eh? The only time I took a needle. Wow. Don't do that. That's no. Don't do needles. Yep. Don't even smoke it. Because that's another time.
That was enough for me.
But I have an economics degree. But my robbery conviction means I can't work for banks or governments or institutions. And so I became a bricklayer. And I still ended up going back to jails again.
What? So this is the third time?
Oh, I don't know how many times. Oh, no, I'm way over that. I don't remember. And
Were they all for robbery?
No, just that one time. That one time. And I didn't even commit a robbery. I'm at a party in university, and the fight happens, and the guy's knocked out, and when he comes to, I leave the party after the fight, and the police are looking for me on the sidewalk, saying, you robbed this guy. I didn't. Yeah, you took his wallet. No. And you know what? I got no money on me. I got a bottle of Jack Daniels and no money. They wanted to get me 4 years in jail on this one. I pled guilty because of the lawyer, and I got 14 months. And I should not have pled guilty. And that's kind of what I've been fighting recently. And when they go through all the video evidence and the photography, and I'm not involved. And they dropped one with that pizza your friend was going to buy me a pizza from. Brittany. Hi, Brittany. No. That's all, whatever. And I got the same kind of situation going on next week in court. And this is not me. Twice now, in 7 months. I must have a familiar looking face that people think it's me. And when you accuse me of something I haven't done, I start, the hairs come up, the back stands straighter, and I get in their face. And that's not the way to deal with those people. It never works out. Yeah. Jesus, I lost my train of thought here, Jennifer. Help me out. Help me out. I'm
What was the longest stint you did in jail?
14 months.
That was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got lots of 3s and 4s and twos and ones, and I got I got a few years in jail if you consider all the time. The hardest parts of my time are visiting my relatives in the hospitals. That's way worse than being in jail. Because it's very depressing, it's very sad, there's nothing around you that makes you smile and want to giggle. And I bring the tea and the donuts and the cards, and we play and cheer them up for a bit of time. And wow, that's worse. Okay. The other day, you brought me, Jennifer, to see Joe. And I know he just needs a hug and a cheer and a laugh and a giggle, and somebody cares for him. That's harder on me than it is going to jail. Honest.
Seeing him in the hospital?
Somebody I care for and being hurt like that. Yes. That's worse.
So how did you still finish your degree? You were in prison, not prison, jail, right?
Yep.
You were in jail, you're in and out of addiction, like things are going on, but you still finished your degree. How?
Because the first start was that while I was in jail, they allowed my textbooks to come in so I could study, right, in my cell. Yeah. I come out and I'm the highest scoring person in the class because all I did was read those textbooks,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I did 2 very good solid years of being top. And then I suppose the addictions kicked in. It took me 11 years to finish this 1 degree. I've been in 4 universities, different studies. And Wilfrid Laurier allowed me to use all those credits towards my degree. And I'd be in a class and I go, I don't like this professor, I quit. So I went from A+, A minus, A's to zeros because I didn't drop out. If you drop out at a certain time, it doesn't count. But I kept going, and then I say I wouldn't write the exam. I just say I quit. That's the addiction going in. My GPA went down drastically. But Wilfrid Laurier allowed me to take 1 more half credit course to finish my degree. God bless them. But the degree is useless. Economics with a robbery conviction. It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. But it's still impressive that you still finished it. You didn't have to. You could have given up several times, but you still finished it.
Back then I used to listen to lots of people. My father included. Dad, I love you. I hate you. I love you. But they always pressed me. The family was, engineers and chemists, and I'll listen to these guys. You know what, Jen? Nobody's going to tell me what to do now except you. I got to live for myself. And I'm starting to learn that. It only took a lot of years.
So where did that determination come from to finish your degree?
It was my partner in life at the time. Kathy, I hope you're well. Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of poke, and keep going, Dave. Don't stop now. Do it. It was futile, but I did it. But I believe, in all honesty, I think there's powers that, they put people in my life for a reason, like you guys. Hey, Ray, Jennifer, Kamaya, or they put you guys in my life for a reason. And one day I'm going to learn. Yeah, hopefully, eh? A lot of ups, a lot of downs. But I've been taught ups are better, ups are what we strive for. Sometimes the downs show up. But we can still love each other and be positive and happy and encourage. Even though the encouragement that comes my way isn't what I need at the time.
Maybe it's planting seeds for like a later time.
I still learn. Jennifer, from 40, almost 50 years back. One day I'll wake up and go, oh, now I know what they meant. And I still learn. I'm very happy to have that half a brain cell that can still learn. It just can't be overcharged.
So is there one thing that you want people to know about you? If there's one main thing.
You. Your birthday. Yeah, happy Father's Day, Dad.
What is one thing that you really want people to know or wish they understood about you?
He's an idiot.
I'm trying. You know what? The one thing. One thing.
He might be an idiot, but he's a good idiot.
Thanks, idiot. One thing. I don't know you. I might not even like you. But I'll give you a hand up if you need a hand up. I'll give you love if you need a hug. Spread it. Spread the love. Hon. Spread the love. That's what I believe. I really do. I don't care where you're from, what you do, and how you do it. I believe this. I got the wings here on this side, and I got the pitchfork on this side. And I believe they both run this world. I believe they try to work together most times. So why can't we all do that? My problem's not your problem. Don't make your problem mine. But if I can help, I will. The one thing. Je kan spreken een beetje Duits. Je parle un peu français.
It sounds like you want people to know that you're a good person.
I want people to be good people. I want people to be the beautiful people.
And what do you want people to know about you?
Not where I sleep. Stay the hell away from there. That's my place.
Yeah.
What I want people to know about me is that I have this beautiful friend Jennifer, this beautiful friend Ray, and that idiot over there. I know, because that's your born immaculate conception. I don't know how to answer that. I really don't. I really don't. Honesty, Jen, I don't know how to answer that. At least it wasn't a why question. Those ones are real tough. And that's your education talking. Why?